Hey guys, Time Movie Database here. Ty from Time Movie Database here. And in today's video, I am going to be sharing you my top 10 favorite episodes of one of my favorite TV shows of all time, Community. I absolutely adored this show when it first aired. I was having a blast with every episode. I loved the character arcs, the humor, the razor sharp dialogue, the one-liners. I loved Community. There were a few ups and downs of this show. For the first 3 seasons, I just loved the unique premise of this. Like, its unique storytelling and the deep metaphors of the characters and the unique way creator and showrunner Dan Harmon brings these stories to the audience, to the viewers. It is a fantastic show to every fan. But then seasons 4 through 6 have been relatively lackluster. Although there still were a few standalone episodes, but the 4th season was pretty lackluster. And it wasn't as funny as the first 3 seasons were, due to Dan Harmon departing, like Dan Harmon getting fired, Chevy Chase storming off set. So much happened. And then after season 5, NBC canceled the show. And I was like, oh no, Community is canceled. No! And then when I heard that Yahoo was going to pick up Community for 6th season on their streaming service, I was excited. And then season 6 was an okay season. Did have a great finale, but the last 3 seasons just weren't as funny as the first 3 were. And overall, I just loved Community. But before I get into this top 10, if you love movie content, TV content, anything entertainment, just do me a favor and punch that red subscribe button down below and ding that notification bell to get notified about my latest videos. So without further ado, here are my top 10 favorite episodes of Community. But just a quick word. Here are a few honorable mentions. They are Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, Beginner Pottery, Basic European Urology, however you pronounce that, and trying to think of that other episode I was thinking of. Hold on. Oh yeah, the others are Emotional Consequences of Broadcast Television, and then Paradigms of Human Memory, also known as the flashback episode. Now let's dig into the real thing. Okay, so coming in at number 10 is the season 1 episode, Contemporary American Poultry. So the premise of this episode is that the study group is angered by the shortage of chicken fingers at the Greendale cafeteria. So they decide to fight it mafia style. And they do their best to deliver the chicken fingers to every student at Greendale, with Jeff and Abed at the helm. Now, this is interesting. It was a parody of classic mafia movies like The Godfather and Goodfellas. it did have that Scorsese style, although it was not directed by Martin Scorsese. LOL. But it did have that tagline. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. But this version of Community, as far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be in a mafia movie. Narrated by Abed. Now, as the day goes by, Troy gets a monkey, which I will not say the name. And then Shirley finds a new date. And then the study group starts to get lazy, and then Abed starts to betray the rest of the study group. And then Jeff confronts him, and it's just a great episode of Community. Probably the best in season 1, I have to say. Okay, number 9, Mixology Certification, season 2, episode... Oh yeah. I'm not going to say the episode number. So in this episode, the study group is celebrating Troy's birthday, and they decide to hang out at a bar called Flanagan's Hole. And Britta, when they get to the bar, Britta hands Annie a fake ID with the name Caroline Decker, since she's still underage. And they just, the study group just has a good time. And, Abed tries to fit in. Shirley starts removing pictures from the bar that have her. And then, Jeff and Britta get drunk, and it's just a funny episode. That ending, I love the ending, with the Troy and Annie friendship. I just love the interactions between the characters. And then, Pierce tries to get in, but he can't because of his wheelchair. And yeah, overall, Mixology Certification is just a great episode from season 2. And season 2 is probably the best episode, the best season. So yeah. Number 8, Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas. So this Christmas special sees Abed waking up to discover that everything is in stop motion, and he just wants to have a good Christmas time. But it goes poorly almost immediately. So he could be expelled from school, and with Britta and Jeff worried. So they all go into Abed's mind, and in Abed's mind, they are in a snowland where Jeff is a Jack-in-the-Box, Troy is a toy soldier, Annie is a ballerina, Britta is a robot, Shirley is like a baby toy, and then Pierce is a stuffed teddy bear, and then Professor Duncan is the wizard, and then Chang is the snowman. So they all go on a quest for Abed to find the true meaning of Christmas, since Abed's mother can't visit him on Christmas. So it's just a heartwarming and touching episode to watch. It's also hilarious because it parodies off the Rankin and Bass Christmas specials like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Little Drummer Boy, so many others. And I just love the style. The animation is just brilliant. I just love that ending where Abed, gets his present, which is the first season, the complete first season of Lost. And it's just a touching episode that warmed my heart. And I could put this episode on repeat every day before Christmas, and I just really, really love this episode. It gets me into the holiday spirit. Okay, so number 7, Pillows and Blankets. So this is a parody from the Ken Burns documentary The Civil War, which the premise of this episode, Greendale is at war between if pillows are better or blankets are better, and it's a duel between it's a battle between Troy and Abed, who are not getting along, and they decide to battle each other until they notice which one is better. So yeah, I just love the style of this episode, like this documentary technique, like all the montages and videos and photos. It's just so much fun to watch. And there's nothing I can't really say about Pillows and Blankets. It's just a great episode in season 3. Okay, so number 6 is Epidemiology. It's a Halloween episode. So in Epidemiology, Greendale's Halloween party goes poorly when a bad food is eaten by students and it turns them into zombies, and it's just so hilarious. It parodies off of Shaun of the Dead, like Dawn of the Dead, so many others. It's just so fun to watch. And wow, I don't think there's anything else to say about Epidemiology. It's just a really, really, really fun episode. Number 5, the paintball episodes. Wow. The paintball episodes are truly spectacular. But the one that stands out the most is the season 2 2-part finale, A Fistful of Paintballs and For a Few Paintballs More. So Fistful of Paintballs is a parodies off of the spaghetti westerns that were directed by Sergio Leone, like his Dollars trilogy and Once Upon a Time in the West. And then the second part sees as a Star Wars parody where Abed is like Han Solo, and it's just a lot of fun. And they were both directed by the Russo brothers, who would go on to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Wow, that's what really launched the Russo's career. In this episode, in the 2-part episode, we get to see like a standoff between Annie and Pierce, and then in the second part, we get to see a makeout session between Abed and Annie, and then Pop what? And then a Pop, Magnitude's catchphrase. And then so many other great moments in that 2-part season finale. And then Modern Warfare is fun too. And I have nothing else to say about the paintball episodes. They are just so much fun. I just can't get enough of them. Number 4, G.I. Jeff. It's a season 5. It's the only season 5 episode in this list. So if you're wondering what G.I. Joe is, G.I. Jeff is, it's a parody of G.I. Joe, of the classic cartoon series, where, Jeff is, codenamed Wingman, Shirley is codenamed, Three Kids, Annie, Tight Ship, Britta, Buzzkill, since she is a Buzzkill, and then Abed is Fourth Wall when everybody is in, when all four are in jail. And then, it breaks in, and then there's a montage where it's a action figure commercial, and there's just so much happening in G.I. Jeff that I can't get enough of. It takes us back to the classic childhood cartoons of the 80s, and it's just so much fun. So, G.I. Jeff, such a fun episode to watch. I definitely recommend. Okay, we're getting into the top three. So, number 3, Conspiracy Theories and Interior Design, Season 2, Episode 5. So in this episode, the dean accuses Jeff for creating a fake course in conspiracy theories taught by Professorson, and which leads Jeff to lead Dean and Annie to Professorson's supposed office, which is revealed to be a closet. So when the nearby man is actually Professorson, he teaches night school, and night school begins to turn all odd when Jeff and Annie discover that Professorson's actual name is Professor Woolley, and then they chase through him through Troy and Abed's blanket fort, and when they get the dean inside the study room, they use prop guns to shoot each other. And then, Jeff recognizes Professor Woolley as drama professor Sean Garrity. And then, Annie shoots Garrity with the prop gun. The dean shoots Annie. Jeff shoots the dean. Annie sits up, and Annie gets up, and then Jeff reveals that he and the dean wanted to teach Annie about being a better friend, and then Annie shoots Jeff again. Annie shoots Jeff, and then Jeff gets up and explains that he and Annie created the ploy with another prop gun because the dean switches alliances too quickly. And then as Garrity gets up and collects the guns, the security officer enters and shoots Garrity, but it was another prop gun, and so many conspiracies were happening, and I was bursting out laughing at the shootout. It was just one of the best moments in Community ever. So overall, I put Conspiracy Theories and Interior Design in my top 5. Wow. Such a fantastic episode that I definitely recommend. Number 2, Digital Estate Planning. Wow. Digital Estate Planning is such a fantastic episode. So, the study group is inside a video game, which is 8-bit, and they are all in Pierce's father's estate, and Pierce's like half brother Gilbert, played by Breaking Bad's Giancarlo Esposito, like tries to stop them from winning the game, and the whole entire episode, almost the entire episode, takes place inside a video game with 8-bit soundtrack and voiceover narration and voiceover. It's just such a fun show. I mean, episode. And I would definitely recommend this episode if you are a gamer. And I definitely recommend it if you're a gamer. And finally, my number one favorite episode of Community, probably the greatest episode of Community, it's Remedial Chaos Theory. Wow. I was having a blast with Remedial Chaos Theory. So the study group is having a housewarming party at Troy and Abed's new apartment, and they all play a game of Yahtzee, and then when their pizza comes up, Jeff like throws a die, determines who gets it, and then it's told in like 6 different timelines. There's a sad timeline. There's so many other timelines that I can't even remember. But the darkest timeline is just so chaotic. Like, Annie trips on a ball and her back lands on a coffee table, which causes things to break, and then Pierce tries to get up, and then Annie's purse falls, and then a gun goes off and it shoots Pierce in the leg, and then blood splatters on Shirley as she's about to like come out of the kitchen with pies, and then Britta is stunned at the mess, and then she accidentally like drops a cigarette, which causes a fire, and then when Troy is getting the pizza and comes back, he looks at all the chaos, and then looks at that troll, and then screams, "No!" It's just so hilarious. I was bursting out laughing, and I literally fell off my couch on this one. I was just rolling out laughing, and I just loved the relationships between the characters, and it's just a really fantastic episode, and the best episode of Community by a long shot. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what your favorite episodes are down below, and let me know what you think of Community. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I guess I'll see you later.